Well, there you go for big rock fans out there. Like us on Facebook and, of course, answer the question, how many band members does Imagine Dragons have? That's all. Simple stuff.
Yes. Now, we're on to our final interview here on The Breakfast Show, and we'll be talking about access to clean water. Imagine, as you rightly said earlier, that you have to walk, what, like 6 kilometers just to get a pail of clean water.
Well, pail, secupa, we have no idea, but that's the average distance a woman in a developing country walks. We take a lot of things for granted here in Malaysia. You know, there's electricity, clean water, but there are many out there who still do not have access to this very precious resource. So, of course, we speak to two ladies who are passionate about water and about...
conservation?
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Wow. It's like a rock concert.
Yes.
Yasmin Rasyid, President and co-founder of Ecoknights, and Linda Lee, General Manager of Aveda. Thank you very much for being here this morning.
Yes, thanks
for having us.
Good morning.
No worries. And it's Walk for Water. And what is the current situation, especially in the outlying areas in Malaysia, Yasmin?
I think us being in an urban setting are quite privileged. Unfortunately, there are still very common for communities outside. I mean, I'm not even talking about really far areas. Just look at 30 minutes away from KL, Ulu Langat area. There are still some communities who still don't have pipe water. So they would have to look at, you know, having their own pipes from natural resources like rivers and so forth. So, of course, from an urban perspective, we are quite blessed. And, you know, we're quite ignorant in a way as well, because every time we need water, we just open up the pipe. And this is exactly why this walk is to kind of heighten awareness among the Malaysian public about being appreciative of water, and also to come and support through our fundraising initiatives for the communities that we are working for in Sabah for this particular project.
Okay, and so this community in Sabah that you're working towards, tell us about the situation there.
It's a very small community. It's only 1,200 villages. The island is only 3 kilometers long and 1 kilometer wide. But however, they're 1 hour away boat ride from the mainland, so pipe water is not possible. Having said that, they only extract water from groundwater sources, and with increasing tourism, the resources are getting depleted. And our concern is, obviously, the people who are native there should not have this problem of having to worry about whether they have water to drink tomorrow or not. So we're working with Aveda. We've actually started this water project last year, and Aveda came in, you know, with the same objectives of addressing water-related issues. Last year, we've already built a water station in the school compound, and we've already identified certain safe drinking groundwater sources. And why I say safe is, right now, most of them ad hocly dig a hole and extract the water.
Ad hoc?
Yeah.
Wow.
As and when it depletes, they just dig another hole. And sometimes you don't even know whether that hole is next to a hole where sewage is being...
Exactly. And you don't know the quality of the water.
So we don't drink what they drink. We are actually not encouraged to drink what they drink for fear that our stomachs are cannot handle it, one. And on the island, there's no clinic currently. So if anything happens, you will have to wait for your next boat ride, which is...
And so Aveda salons, spas and institutes, you have a presence in more than 30 countries.
Yes.
So you are galvanizing this effort together with Ecoknights to highlight this issue?
So the Aveda actually Earth Month happen every year. It's an annual campaign actually for the brand itself globally to do an Earth Month where all this whole month actually is channeled towards doing the charity to create funds, collect funds, and to benefit in terms of different environmental causes. So it started since 1999 actually.
Well done.
Yeah.
Your dedication.
So, and the global initiative have already so far collected $26 million for the whole campaign itself.
I see.
And the past 6 years have been focusing on clean water. So since we are here in Malaysia since last year, October, so this is the first Aveda Walk for Water in Malaysia, right? And the proceed that we are going to collect in Malaysia itself will be 100% channeled to working with Ecoknights and specifically to the people in Mantanani for the clean water project.
For Mantanani,
I see, Mantanani.
Yes.
So Ecoknights as well as Aveda galvanizing the energies together to ask you to walk for water. So,
Yes.
and of course, the symbolic walk is supposed to be 6 kilometers, right?
Yes.
But it's a little bit long, 6 kilometers.
Oh, Malaysians, you know. So 2.5 is a good starter. If this works out well, we get public support, we may just put it up a little bit higher because, you know, every day we walk in the mall, it's definitely more than 2.5. You know.
When you're doing your kind of browsing through the shopping mall.
Yeah, exactly. If it's mega sale, Lisa walks double, right?
I know that. Also now, it's also Earth Day on Sunday, which is the event day for you guys, 21st of April. Now, how can we create awareness about these water issues among public here? What would you say?
I think first and foremost, as an individual, we got to be responsible first for our own usage of water. I think it's also because water is very, very cheap in this country, so we undervalue it a lot.
We're a tropical country, we take it for granted. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just open your mouth.
But you know, you and I grew up the same time, so we all know those days we didn't really need a water filter. You could just drink straight from the tap, but today we can't. I mean, that is a point of realization already for us, really. We're spending a couple of thousand more ringgit just to make sure water is clean, which means we know the importance of clean water. So I hope by having this with Aveda, we can, like I said, heighten that awareness a little bit more. For instance, taking home this message and educating your children at home in terms of just saving water.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be just limited to the donation or, you know, the event itself. It should be, we hope, what the public can take back is really, the awareness and really the practice to start from home after they know what they can do to help.
That is great because many companies who come in for a good cause, sometimes it gets misconstrued simply because of public apathy, in the sense that, okay, in order to clean my conscience, just put in 10 bucks and that's it, I'm doing something to help. But I think this is something more, yeah?
Yeah, that's why the registration actually is free for the walk, actually.
Very good.
If whoever that come on that day, they would like to donate, you're more than happy to have it. But if not, we really wanted them to be there to really understand what is happening around us.
It's a fun walk. It's a fun walk. Every 500 feet will be special markers to educate, because a lot of people sign up their families for this walk. So we hope the children will learn, and we're making mini water filters for children to give away to them so that they know the process of how water is filtered. You know the basic thing we learn in science school,
exactly,
right?
the sand and the small pebbles and the big pebbles. So simple, exactly.
And there's so many diseases that come from waterborne problems.
So ladies, we salute your efforts and of course in organising this walk for water. And of course, members of the public, it's absolutely free. So just come on to the location, or you can register earlier if you want to as well. Yeah,
online.
Come on the day.
Come on online, and the address is of course on our screens right now. That's the website that you can access.
To go to, and that's the date and the time. It's going to be happening at the Square Publica in Solaris, KL.
Exactly. Although it's 2.5 kilometers, there's a bit of a hill there. So No. Everyone must know what they're getting themselves into. But more importantly, it's not the distance. It's not even the degree of the inclination. It's more of raising awareness so that we start using this precious resource called water wisely. Thank you so much, Kimberly.
Thank you
so much for
Thank you.
No worries.
Now, we're going to wrap the show up. But on Monday, now tomorrow is no...